What's good? That's in my video after 3,000 hours. I feel as though making a video not only on how I got here, but also how I can help you get here would be best for everybody. So in today's video, I will show you the 10 best tips to reach Grand Champion in no time. Please note that the time to improve will be different for everybody due to many independent variables. But with that in mind, why don't we get into the video. Number 1. So for the first tip, this is for my lower level players, so probably from around bronze to gold. And in these ranks, there's not much that you need to evolve and leave these ranks behind in your Rocket League journey. So for the first tip, I suggest that you learn how to get accurate power shots. A lot of people save this for until they reach plat, but believe me, you will be saving a lot of time by learning this now. On screen, there will be the 3 best training packs that I know for training power shots. And for my PC players, there are a ton of workshop maps to help with power shots. I'll also put those in the description. So yes, follow this tip here to leave every rank bronze through gold behind in your Rocket League career. Number 2. And here we are at the next tip. Tip number 2 is possibly the simplest tip for every rank plat and below. Because I think once you're past those ranks, you more or less have this figured out. So with all that talking, tip number 2 is camera settings. Not only camera settings, but control settings as well. And if you're on PC, picking the right dead zone is also important. Now, when it comes to finding your own controls and sensitivities, please don't just copy Zen's camera settings or something of the sort. Take your time either here in this video or on your own time to find the perfect controls and sensitivity for you. Now here on this video, I'll give you my camera settings and then averages based on the plays Grand Champ and above, so you can choose what is best for you. And here, with those 2 tips, making it to plat and even out of plat will be much easier. Now here at the 3rd tip, I want to share a mechanic I wish I learned way before Diamond. For tip number 3, I have basic dribbling mechanics. No flicks or crazy fakes, as in Diamond and below, you're probably better off just letting the opponents fake themselves. So here on the screen, you'll see 3 more packs that are, in my opinion, the best for learning that basic dribbling skill. Practice these for around 30 minutes, either interchanging them or sticking to one. There are also hundreds upon hundreds of dribbling workshop maps. And for my PC players, I'll also leave those in the description. Now on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is for my champ players to grand champ players. This is something that I learned about halfway through champ and instantly rose to champ 3, to GC, in just a couple weeks. So for tip number 4, I want you guys to solo queue. I know solo queue can be insanely frustrating, and trust me, everyone has their moments. But remember, by solo queue, you'll be able to get used to 1,000 different play styles, along with learning how to do your own solo plays and not relying on your first man to take the right rotations to score. This is something you can have a training pack. This is not something you can have a training pack for, my bad. This is learning how to adapt by just throwing you into the deep end, you know? Usually I would stop for a few after 3 losses, but if you really want to keep going, then keep pushing, especially if you're not feeling fatigue. Tip number 5 is more or less a tip for literally everybody. I think a bag of rocks and grass could probably do this, and it is rotate back post. People still at the GC level don't rotate back post, and when they do, they get impatient and start slowly creaking their card forward. So my tip is, if you're below champ, always rotate back post. Very few instances will you need to play shadow defense in Diamond. But as far as the mechanics in this video, there will be packs for them. So here are the 3 best training packs for Diamond defense. And for my beloved PC players, the workshop maps will again be in the description, and there will be all section as you know which is which. Now we'll be entering the more advanced mechanics, but don't worry lower level players, as we'll get some tips for you later in the video. Anyways, tip number 6 is for those low to high GC players. If you haven't been doing this, then you are lost, brother, I swear. Anyways, what this tip is to learn double touches. And I don't just mean learn backboard reads, actually learn it and try to get consistent touches off the backboard and off the corners. Trust me, this is a super unpredictable move for most players to read, especially a good one. So if you learn this, plus all your other mechanics, then you might rise out of your plateau. Anyways, on tip number 7, I think it's only fitting to do this, but learn your speed flip. Not to roast my teammate, but he had a super late kickoff up until Champ 2. He then learned to speed flip and he killed on his kickoff. The best process is to do this. Alrighty, here we are in the power match. I'm going to show you how to speed flip here. So first off, just start off just how anybody would. And I want you to go from end to end, just front flipping, right? Just end to end, front flipping, boom, boom. And you should be able to get about 3. So about 3, and you should be on the other side like that. Now, after you do this, you want to go ahead, and now you want to diagonal flip. Just do a nice little diagonal flip, which how you diagonal flip is you just do a normal one, and you just throw your stick diagonally. And you just, boom, arrow to get yourself back on the ground, straight if you need to. But that's also where the speed flip comes in. Because once you do this, and you have that motion down, then boom, that's your air roll. You just need that barrel roll right there. That barrel roll. And how you do that is you, boom, just your normal diagonal flip. And you're going to take your stick 15 degrees up from the middle, and you're going to do this, and you're going to shove it back down the opposite of where you just did. So start off in the middle, 15 degrees up to the left, then shove it down the opposite, and then roll your stick along the bottom to the left, and then you're going to come back up to that spot that you started in. And all along you're using those barrel rolls and you're boosting the whole time. And it's gonna look something like this. See that? And there is your speed flip. Hey, here we are, tip number 8. Back to my high-leveled players. And when I say high-leveled, I mean diamond to GC. And for this one, I want y'all to learn speed aerials. These are essential to ranking up, and if you don't learn them, you won't rank up. Here's how to do them. Now, this is how you fast aerial. So your normal aerial is just something like this. You're just going to jump once and then boom. Right? That is your aerial. Boom, boom, maybe a little air roll in there or something like that. Fast aerial, heck, before you even fast aerial, you might do a little double jump. You might do that or something, and you might think that you're faster when you're doing this. Now, look at this. I want you to time this right now. I want you to count, and I'll count too. This is a normal aerial without jumping twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 seconds approximately to get up there. Now, this is with that double jump without boosting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same amount of time. Right? Now, when you're doing this speed aerial, what you want to do is you want to click X and then shove this back, not too far to where you backflip, but just far enough to where you can get a stall out. So like this. So don't back here, because then you'll front flip or you'll back flip like that. Right? What you want to do is you want to get something kind of looking like this. Right? Like that. Boom, there you go. Now, when you do this, you're going to wait back, wait, like that. Boom, boost, and then jump again. So you're going to wait for your jump because you have 1.5 seconds between your next flip. Boom, jump, boost. Boom, jump, boost. And boom. So look at this. So this is 1, 2, 3. An entire second is how much that is faster by. So when you're learning these speed aerials, just know that an entire second is saved from you and the ball just by doing that. Second to last tip. This is for everybody. I want you to learn ceiling shots. You need something in your arsenal to get the ball past your opponents because at some point there's going to be players who block all ground play. This is when you need to learn an air shot, hence the ceiling shot. Last tip, baby, here we are. This is for champ to SSL. Please learn about last man and front man rotation, whether in 2s or 3s. I've seen way too many people that don't know these rotates at insanely high levels. There's thousands of videos explaining this. So hey guys, there's all 10 tips to reach Grand Champion. Hope y'all had a good day and hope y'all reach your goals. This is Vauty, signing off.